Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Second Great War mod for TSGW Age of History 2. Today we'll be playing as the Ottoman Empire in the FUHRERREIch scenario. FUHRERREIch is an alternate history scenario that comes from hoi4. It is an alternate history where China is divided in a different way. India is rebelling against the British Raj. The Germans still lost World War II, but with a different kind of fascism that rose up in their country, so they are Volkist. Then there is the Rhine zone, which is independent. Then there is the Holstein, which is independent. The Soviets won the October Revolution, but won just marginally because the Russian Republic still exists, and there are many more independent countries in the Caucasus and Eastern Europe. And Spain is in a four-way civil war, as well as Big Serbia existing. Today we'll be concentrating, as I said, on the Ottoman Empire and their loss in the independence war in this universe. So the Greeks, the Italians, the French, the Kurds and the Armenians managed to somehow, just win against them. And today we will be trying to fix this and conquer back those territories. Let's start. First of all, we'll get some economy going here. As for the technological points, we'll go with population growth, just 10. Then we'll go for military upkeep and boost that all the way up. And the remaining points, if there are any, we'll be using for income taxation. After this, let's bring our mainland capital army to the border with Armenia. Meanwhile, we'll get some money just to prepare for the invasion. Get some insults from Azerbaijan. Okay, that's weird. Okay. Anyway, at 100,000 money, we will get, let's start recruiting troops. There we go. I think this should be enough for the invasion. And so we go. Armenia is our first target. Let's start invasion in the coastal regions. Got Riz. Now we gotta get to AoH2. Okay, that went well. Keep invading. Our main objective is to gain the lands that are like Turkish in the modern day. So I don't think we'll be annexing all of them, or if we will, we'll turn puppets the rest of the lands. Let's keep going. And there we go. We have fully occupied the Armenian state. Now, this is an event. Turkey receives an offer. Due to the ability of the empire to retake the land of the Armenians without getting in a bigger diplomatic crisis, the least interested nation in preserving their Anatolian provinces, France, has agreed to retreat from our lands, with the condition that we give them high autonomy. We can even go with the Adana is back decision, which will give us the Anatolian provinces of the French Syria back peacefully, or we can go to war against them, and that's what we will do. We will try getting these provinces in a more warlike fashion. In the meanwhile, let's keep invading here, and let's keep our troops near the Greek border, just to be sure. And we are going to peace out Armenia and take everything for now, but then we'll release them as a vassal. Okay, let's continue this invasion. Let's see how this goes. Okay, fortunately that was successful. As you can see, they have a lot of troops. That is because they have been storing troops in Syria. I think that is one of their main troop focus points. But we should be still able to beat them. Hopefully. Meanwhile, the French Algeria went toward us, which is the colony of France. Pretty big. I think we can get decent peace out of them in a while, but I'm not completely sure. Anyway, let's keep invading. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we captured most of the lands. Let's keep going for these lands, and when we occupy Lebanon, we should be okay. Okay, and there we go. France agrees to surrender the Levantine and Anatolian provinces. After our occupation of the lands in our south and the retaking of Adana and Aleppo, the French have decided to peace out and completely retreat from the region, seeing our superior military might. Glory to our army. This will make a truce between the French and us, and allow us to annex all these lands, so now Syria is back in the empire, or at least most of it, or the decent part of Syria, and Lebanon too. Let's get all our troops we used in this invasion to the Greek border, and then we're gonna be focusing on that. But we'll get some of these troops near the Kurdistani border, because our next target will be the Kurdistan region. And hopefully we'll be able to get it back pretty easily. Okay, let's keep going with the troops and start assimilating the territories, but first we have to release the Armenians as a vassal state. Of course, just with their modern-day lands, and as a kingdom, Yerevan's capital. And I think this should be good. Troops setting there, and now we can have some recruitments here and there, just to boost our possibilities of winning. Get this here, and let's occupy all these lands. Let's put it up. Okay, that's perfect. I don't think we have to do so much more. Let's integrate the lands we got from the French, and now we can declare war against Kurds. Let's go, let's keep invading. Hopefully this will be a fast war without many problems. And there we go. Keep the invasion going. Apparently we were able to get some land back, but that shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully we'll just be able to do this and get it back. Good, so now the Kurds are defeated and we can fully annex their land. So our eastern border is looking exactly like this in the real world. So now we can concentrate on our western border. But before we do, let's integrate the newly annexed land and bring the troops back to the Greek border, because Greeks will be our next target. And we have an event. The Emperor trembles, the Sultan is dead. The Ottoman Empire, defeated and demolished, survived the First World War by pure luck. The Sultan's position got weaker and weaker, till now, at his death, the Ottomans have really lost all their power over the country. What should we do? We can even go with the Emperor is dead, long live the Republic of Turkey, and change our ideology to Republic, so it will become the Republic of Turkey. Or we can reinforce the monarchist tradition and strengthen on the next Sultan, which is what we'll do. Gain some happiness and remain a monarchy, which will grant us some events to ease up the invasion of the East. Meanwhile, let's keep the relations up with our neighbors here, so we cannot get invaded while we don't do anything. Now that we have a decent amount of troops and we can gain some more, we'll have to start preparing for the invasion of Greece, which will be one of the biggest enemies we have, after Italy, which will be the last enemy we will go against. And let's start invasion. Gets Izmir back. As you can see, they have bits of troops here, but shouldn't be too much. And we get an event, the final Greek-Turkish war. The Greeks and the Turks, century-old enemies, are once again at war. This time, the Turks know that losing could mean their end, and so do the Greeks. This war will be the decisive one in Greek-Turkish relations for the next millennia. May the best win. Izmir is ours. So we gain some troops out of this event, but we gain just the possibility to get a better event afterwards. We'll take this land first, and then we'll get our troops to Izmir. They'll start attacking us really hard in the border with Istanbul, so I have to protect here. As you can see, the troops will start coming. Next, we'll have to navally invade against Athens. Troops are coming here, and let's get to Athens. Okay, the capture of Athens. The Greek state crumbles as their capital and their so desired Anatolian holdings fall into our hands. The war has been harsh, but it has ended in our victory. The war is won. After a couple of turns, okay, so out of this door we get Eastern Thrace and all these territories, even up to Thessaloniki. You get Euboea and the Aegean Islands, and even get a vassal in Crete. Let's keep integrating these territories and bring our armies to the Italian border. The Italians have a lot of troops stationed in this area, so we'll have to prepare pretty big, in a big manner. Also, we'll have to have a port in the islands later. And get our troops here. And continue the integration of the territories we just got. As for the rest of the world, the Spanish Civil War is still going on, and the rest of the world seems pretty peaceful, but the Indians have won the revolution and had formed Bundelkhand. Nothing else seems too weird in the world, so for the rest it's pretty peaceful. Now we have to continue. Okay, now that our territories are mostly integrated, we'll have to get some more troops from Ankara and the nearby regions. Hopefully this will be enough for the invasion, because we have a lot of troops. And this should be it. Let's go, let's start the invasion of Italy. But before we do, I think we need some more troops. Also, let's peace out with the Greeks, but the peace we did before wasn't official. Since we have a vassal in Crete and Armenia, we'll have to get an ally that can distract the Italians as we invade. Austria has good relations, but I think we can strive for more. Maybe Serbia, if we gain some relations improving. I think I'm just gonna go with Austria. And while the war starts, we'll have Switzerland invade them too. So let's start this invasion. Let's go. And have Switzerland attack them from the north and call in Austria in the war. Hopefully this will be enough for us to win. Because Italy has a lot of troops. As you can see, they completed their objectives of irredentism in the World War, so they got a lot of lands, but I still think we're in the upper hand here. Okay, so first of all we have a lot of troops, so that's good. The Swiss have agreed to our offer, so now we just have to focus here. We will be sailing for Tripolitania and seeing if we can occupy. Hopefully this will be the last thing they have to do. And there we go. The Italians agreed to a ceasefire. The strength of the Italian navy has proven useless against the reborn forces of the Turkish nation. We have taken back our core territories and our lost long Libyan lands. The Turkish nation moves forward as one of our biggest desires has been fulfilled. Glory to Turkey. So we have once again become of great power. And there we go. The war with Italy has ended and we have gotten Libya or Tripolitania back. So this was the unification of the Ottoman Empire and the re-establishment of the empire in the world stage. We're 13th out of a lot, out of I guess 90 something, yep. So pretty big status. And anyway, yeah, we conquered the east, we conquered the south, we conquered the west, we conquered even Libya. And we have finally gotten back the core territories of Turkey. I'll be integrating these lands, and that is it for today. Thanks for watching, thanks for staying here, and see you next episode. Goodbye.